behind, you know, like your Skarner, so you don't get caught by the root into the equalizer. It can go a long way. There's a lot of team fighting power from NONGSHIM so far. Poppy picked up a barrel, a lot of value into the Callista, and immediately the Nautilus answer from the Hens. So, considering they left it till counter pick, till last pick, I mean, Nautilus Callista is fine. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. And you're playing it to 2 immobile carries. The ult's gonna have a lot of value in shutting those down. But, you know, Poppy very comfortable into the Nautilus, can interrupt his dredge line with your W. I think, you know, for leaving the support pick, especially with a player like Lahens, I was expecting something maybe a little bit more, but either way, end up securing that. Overall, I think the team fighting power of NONGSHIM is kind of insane. Lot of strength in that 5v5, a lot of early power as well with the Callista, with the Rumble. So much power just to slam people on the walls.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're ready. The top of the rim for game number 1. Alrighty, here we go. Game 1. We are on the NONGSHIM side of the arena at this point in time, and it is packed in here for NONGSHIM up against DPLUS Kia. And the fans are going wild already. Let's see how crazy this series is going to get. I think on paper, I was very excited to see DK, kind of a very wonky team and fearless. You know, a pretty standard draft to start, but I think they could immediately begin to start picking weird stuff as the games come along. But also NONGSHIM, you know, with Lahens, they could do a lot of crazy stuff. They are the underdogs. They might take some big risks. I think we're going to get some pretty interesting games as this best of 5 comes along.
Yeah, NONGSHIM end up in this situation where they're in the top side. I think perhaps trying to match the bot lane of DPLUS. They definitely want standard lanes, so they're hoping that Ezreal and Poppy show up here, but they won't be. They're in the bot lane. I think for DPLUS, you know, I was talking a bit about the Poppy-Skarner combo. Brutal if you're being dove in like a side lane turret, so I really think the plan for them, anything to Jiwoo, especially already being down. Oh, Beryl?
Yeah, Beryl's just kind of getting in there, and he's alone, 1v2, maybe even 1v3 soon. I think he's just dead. Yeah, just Beryl things and aiming. Well, he's going to get out, and a lot of damage has been done to Lahens, but that's not worth it to just give first blood to the Maokai. Just Beryl doing Beryl things. He's died in that exact same spot. Skarner, and Fisher is chunked out right before this grub fight, but Showmaker also a little bit low, has his ult available, and you can see NONGSHIM kind of pulling away, but the top wave was pushed in, so aiming is not here yet. And so NONGSHIM just going to say, okay, you don't want to fight over the grubs. We'll take the grubs then, I guess.
Yeah, I would have thought getting Fisher that low and him being out of mana, this is surely enough. 2 is greedy.
Okay, well, there you go. The flash on in there, going to get some revenge onto Gideon. He doesn't have his flash, used it in the kill bottom. So it was all mind game from Beryl. I'm going to force Gideon's flash. And then, when we fight for grubs, it'll be down, and it's a free kill for us.
This was super greasy. Like, we had
But he has sensed that something is wrong, as now just going to try to ult over that, and yeah, he just is going to die now. Is he, though? A lot of dashes do come in. They're trying to save it for Kingen, and eventually he runs out of all of his dashes and flashes and does go down. Yeah, so they get the kill onto Jiwoo, and that's really going to accelerate Kingen. He kind of gets to do whatever he wants in that lane now. You see Gideon, he would love to get one, but they're just going to call it off and say, no, we're just not going to go for it. We don't have the tools, but kind of an interesting way to play around your fed Rumble in this one, I would say, by giving up the grubs to make the play happen and feed Kingen.
Yeah, I mean,
go in here. Even the knockup's coming in. A big follow-up from the rest of DK. A lot of players coming up to the top side. Nice hook here from Lahens, who's just trying to body block. The Fate's Call coming in. But now Showmaker joining in on the fight, and they have the damage to Equalizer. Pretty good, but they all just step off of it. The follow-up not there just yet for Kingen. Hook coming in, and now Showmaker thinking about trying to take down Lahens, but it's not quite enough damage, and Kingen head-to-head and fighting. Sisu up a level here. Kingen doesn't really seem to care. Hasn't hit either of his harpoons, and now Siu getting in there, wants to fight, but now Gideon shows up again, and Siu getting pushed under the turret here, gets rooted once again. Do they have the damage? Yes, they absolutely do. And the two of them will take down Jiwoo once again as he gets caught out there. Showmaker going for the dashes. A respect flash coming in, and he got a fight on the bottom lane as well, as here comes an ult, and Beryl trying to actually knock him away from the True Shot barrage. They want the kill onto Lens. Meanwhile, Fisher getting chased down by Lucid, and he'll pick up the kill. Now we got more fighting on the bottom side as Lens. Did he go too deep is the question. Barrel desperately wants to take him down, and he will, but he also falls, and here's Showmaker once again. And in this 2v1, I don't think Jiu's got a chance. That's a big kill here for Showmaker. Picks up a lot of gold as well.
Yeah, big edge over to DPLUS on the back of these plays. Lucid cleans up mid. Showmaker uses that time to clean up bot. Feels like the whole team is helping each other out in these situations. And they end up coming out ahead. And it's enough for them to get that dragon as well. So they will get a feat of strength. They didn't. And we obviously didn't see in the replay, but Lucid also picking up that pick, that kill mid.
Yeah.
A lot of advantages.
You can see the advantage of the Poppy and the Nautilus as well. Barrel just making Lehenz's life very unfair, as now we got Jiu on the flank here, wants to go, and he's going to miss his ult. The disengage Maokai ult very good here. As now you can see DK, they need to punish, or at least they're going to try. They get the 1 kill. And now they're looking for a bit more. Keep in mind, Kingin not here, not even bothering to TP Fisher, going to get grabbed. The flash, the turn, and Jiu has to cleanse to just get out of it. But Lucid is not done just yet. They're gonna leave Jiu alone under the turret, and down he will go as well. DK, they will get what they came for.
You know, and I was complimenting NONGSHIM in the decision-making. Kingin nearly getting 1v1 by the tower. I was complimenting NONGSHIM on the decision-making earlier, choosing not to fight when it wasn't favorable for them. Completely opposite done here. They opt to leave Kingin bot. In and of itself, that decision is okay. Only if you just disengage from the fight.
Funnily enough, you know, the first tower does go the way, but a lot more stuff is falling to the way of DK right now. More kills. You got another turret falling here in mid, going their way. And they really just have the momentum. They're playing like a team. They're taking pretty much every objective. And even looking for another turret down on the bottom side here is Xiu, but great wave clear from the Corki is going to delay that plan. But whole team rotating over, maybe looking to get a punish on a Fisher. He doesn't have his flash, and yeah, 1 Valkyrie, that's not enough to get you out, buddy. He's just dead, not respecting the rotation, and he'll go down as along with another turret to the side of DK. We're really just linking everything together 1 by 1, getting more and more advantages.
Yep, and it feels like the 4-man of Lucid, Showmaker, aiming Barrel. You know, Xiu hasn't had a great time this game. He's kind of been punished, but the rest of the team have been making things.
Yeah, that you can't do that. He does have Fate's Call, but he's almost baiting his team into a rough spot as Xiu is going to get on in there on the flank. He's got the Callista hopping away, and you can see that they might just have to take the consolation prize of taking down the Nautilus again. But at least they get something. I feel like it wasn't terrible for NONGSHIM. Well, he's spotted now. So
wait, the question mark pings are coming in. They're like, what is this guy? Wait, it's the bait. The Atacam bait. They're like, I'll just sit bot lane and look like, I don't know. Well, they're going to fight with Kingin. Is it too little, too late?
They got the Maokai ult as well. They've got some sticks into the Otacon. They might just be able to take this and get out. I think DK just kind of let the ball drop there.
Yeah. I think as well, you know, it was a very odd play, but you could see Fisher was bot. The ping started coming in from presumably Showmaker on a Fisher, like, why is this Corki bot? And he was like moving over, like, should we kill Corki? And then they all kind of realized, wait a minute, what's on the complete opposite side of the map?
Yeah.
So Atacam picked up for NONGSHIM. Problem is they do lose Dragon, and Dragon is a lot more permanent than the voracious Atacam buff.
I mean, to be honest, when you're behind, it's hard to really force good fights with Atacam buff. You know, they get it, and it helps.
Is that something to take? So, you know, it's a minute away from Baron spawning the end of the buff. Well, I don't see the angle. They're looking for the fight, though.
I mean, they're really going to try to force something, and credit to them, but I don't think it's going to work. Like, they're going to chunk out Xiu. And Jiu's getting pretty low. Actually, Barrel getting low as well. They're going to get the pick on him underneath the turret, essentially. But Kingin is the prize. 200 gold to go over to one of those guys.
Maybe get some value, but definitely still need more to get this. Oh, no.
Well, getting up against the wall against this comp is not good, as Jiu's just going to die with his flash up. That's not going to feel very nice. As the equalizer comes down, Kingen also just going to die. And there's just no fight happening here on the side of NONGSHIM. Showmaker, you see, he's actually going to live as well, just barely getting healed there at the very end. And it's a big fight. NONGSHIM just la-di-da walking into the river, and they get punished big time. And the only thing that they can be happy about is that Showmaker didn't get more kills. He didn't get any, actually, as Beryl just thinking about dying to the Baron for some reason, trying to get some vision down. But DK are so far ahead now.
Yeah, I mean, now the gold leads open up a bit, but it just feels like the reason the goal lead for the team wasn't as big was obviously there was an advantage for Kingen, but it just hasn't really mattered. And again,
might just be free food for Shiwu.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just dead.
Level 16 at this point in time, so yeah, he's just dead. Not really much to do, and this is right before the Mountains soul is going to be given over to DK.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really fault the Hens for that because I feel at this point the game is pretty doomed.
You got to try something.
You have to go for like it looks silly. It's like, why is he there? Well, because he's trying to go for a crazy flank. He's hoping they haven't warded defensively because they're so far pushed up. He knows the game is pretty doomed, so you go for a, you know, if it's a play that has a 5% chance of winning, maybe that's your best odds in a game like this, because the game is looking very low odds of them making a comeback.
It definitely feels lower than 5%. As you were alluding to, so I think it's the right call, but it does mean that Mountain Soul now is picked up here by DPLUS Kia, and yeah, Ult gonna hit onto Jiu. He's just nearly dying underneath his own turret, flashing Gideon into the team as well. That's not a good spot for the Maokai to go, gonna kind of waste his ult. The Equalizer, I barely even saw it do any damage at this point, because you're dealing with Mountain Soul. The shields are too big, everybody's too tanky, and everybody is too fed. Showmaker also level 16. And they're just going to push to end the game. Very nonchalant.
Yep, I don't think there's much that NONGSHIM can do. The fact they don't have the ult from the Maokai already and the Equalizer, a big hit. They'll probably try a last-ditch effort engage here and give it a shot, but DPLUS completely in control.
Yeah. Let's see what they've got. They're trying to smite away the wave, but there's just another wave of minions coming in. And yeah, they got to try for something here in just a little bit. But Beryl, you know, he's just waiting. He's got his finger on that W key. He's not actually in position to block that one, but it doesn't quite matter. The Fate's Call does come out as now Beryl is going to pull Gideon back into the team. Big Impale at the same time, and Lucid will go down as the health bars here on the side of DK not super healthy, but they have the damage, and they will eventually finish off Kingen, and they will look to finish off this game as Fisher desperately just dying to the Gold King, who needs more gold, of course. And down will go the Nexus. DK, very simply, just playing a better game of League of Legends here in game number 1. They take the win.
Yep, I think, you know,
there you go.
GP for Kingen is a really big pick. I like the ult on top of the dives as well. Pretty effective there. And also just the barrel chains, very hard for like a Xayah to play into with their short range. And now, presumably with the Braum band, we're going to have like an engage support coming in from the Hens. Leona, often don't want to play Leona into Braum, makes sense. Rel is also a possibility. I mean, you could play Rakan yourself in theory. Alistar, another one, yeah. Ends up going for the cow in the bot lane. And I think NONGSHIM's comp started off as a dive comp and finished off as a dive comp. Nothing really changed throughout that. And it looks like Beryl is looking at the Rakan and is going to be the Pantheon in the mid lane.
Oh boy.
You know, I expected it to be support Pantheon. I'm not too surprised it's a mid lane Pantheon. We saw when they played that set Lilia.
Yeah.
Kind of similar vibes. You know, they want a bit of that AD in the mid lane. They also want someone who has that setup. A lot of early power. And, you know, it's unfortunate for Fisher that you can only lane swap between bot lane and top lane, because I don't think I would be wanting to play into the Pantheon. I mean, I say that. You could swap mid and top and put King in mid, but...
I mean, King is not going to have fun, and then Fisher's also probably not going to have that much fun into Jax anyway, so I don't feel like you're having fun in either of your solo lanes. Maybe King could do well early Anders quite a bit. Let's see how it does go as we hop on the rift for game 2. Okay, game number 2.
Something I will say is I was kind of talking about the Jax, like, you know, you can pick Jax here. It's good against Yone. I don't know how much value you're definitely going to get if you pick it this early. A lot of value. A lot of value.
Yeah, eventually NONGSHIM let him get all the way there.
Every lane auto attackers plus a Sejuani. Yeah, why not? You know, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Xiu doesn't always have his moments to shine on the star-studded roster, but maybe this one is it.
Yeah, I will say Alistar is annoying to play into as Jax. That is the one thing I will say. And we are seeing the, you know, we often see Alistar not take Aftershock because he's so tanky. Seeing Glacial Augment again from Lehens has been something he's leaning on. He played this on Alistar before.
Barrel.
It's just barrel, man, of course.
He's just barreling.
Wait, why is he walking back? You just let him proc pass.
One of the Q.
Yeah, totally weird. Definitely didn't lose more health from walking back.
It's about sending a message, okay, Ox?
Yeah. We often see phase rush, though, with the Alistar, but I think good value from Glacial.
Very obnoxious. It was a good change. As Lucid is here, by the way. That's a miss on the Q, and now the turnarounds. Gideon in a lot of trouble. He is burning, and one more Q would do it. It goes to Lucid. First blood to the Lilia against his jungle opponent, and he just goes right back to the jungle.
Now, on the Yone, just trying to leave him alone to farm up, which I think is the right call. But it does mean they're kind of giving up these grubs. And Gideon's going to move over and look to get the dragon. He was coming. He needs backup. You can't... Oh, no. He's got no flash as well.
Yeah, tries to avoid that, but yeah.
Oh, he queued over the wall. He doesn't have it.
Oh, she's going to get scared away by Jiwoo. And here's Fisher. The Showmaker arrives. Says, hey, what's up? I'm here for the fight. And there's some action in top lane as well, aiming under a bit of pressure here. He's going to have to flash away. There's the combo and the cannon barrage, but flash on in from Kingin. Even with the root, you're not getting away from that, so aiming just kind of getting himself in a bad spot. At least Lucid is here to try to turn this one around. Should be able to pick up this kill onto Kingin. Maybe not with the headbutt. Nice. And here comes... Oh, the knockdown. Lehens gives them the thumbs up and says, thank you very much. We're totally safe.
Lehens actually played that pretty perfectly. A lot of little things went off there to make sure both of them got out. We'll see how that goes. We did see Lucid securing the scuttle down towards the dragon, but oh no.
Well, he's able to do this, but the cannon barrage is going to kind of zone Xiu out as he is going to be able to skirt around it. Kingin, desperate for anything. He's just going to walk into the turret and deny an assist. At least he does that, but he does go down as now Feather Storm does come down. And Xiu still challenging them, still wants to take the fight here, pushes them away.
Yeah, Lehens getting the ult from...
yeah, the TP's coming in, so they gotta get out of here real quick, but okay, miss on the knock-up here from Beryl. There's the cleanse from Jiwoo. And now a lot of members of NONGSHIM, though, are coming on over. Showmaker has his E available, will be able to block. Another TP's coming in. Showmaker flashes away. But do they have the pressure? They got Xiu on the flank, and yes, they absolutely do. Big Yone ultimate, but it's too little, and it's way too late. Fisher very clean, actually, to get the kill, but you just lost 4 kills to DK. D plus Kia immediately cleaned up the fight.
Absolute disaster, and the thing is, NONGSHIM were opting into this. Lehens wanted to play aggressive. He wanted to threaten a dive where NONGSHIM make a mistake, and D plus are ruthless about punishing it. And if nothing had happened, if NONGSHIM had played a bit more reserved, they would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, this time around, DK are losing the fight in the top lane, so they will have to give up all 3 grubs. I don't think they're too unsettled by that, but the way this top lane...
How fed Lucid is, which is something you highlighted as potentially being problematic.
Well, Barrel's just going to do some barrel things here, just going to face check and die.
It's about what I expect.
Yeah. So that's some extra gold over to the Kai'Sa. Instead of that, we forced a 5v5 fight against DK right now.
5v5? Why not 4v5?
Well, that might happen too. Kingin's in a lot of trouble here. He has to flash the wall. And I don't think he's getting away either, as here comes Pantheon and Showmaker for the follow-up. Kingin just kind of rambling through the jungle, gets killed. It's a 5th kill for Lucid on his Lilia. He is unstoppable, quite literally. NONGSHIM still posturing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, they're TPing in.
I guess they kind of feel confident to go for this because D+ don't have all their members there.
I mean, they could, though. Like, trying to zone Lucid here as the smite will go the way, and now they have the combo as the sleep a little bit late from Lucid. He is going to go down. A massive shutdown for Jiwoo, who is now on the run. Flash on in as they look to punish him for taking down Lucid, but somehow NONGSHIM able to make something of that play so far. Shield level 12. Look at the front line. Look at Gideon just melt into this, but the barrel gonna hit the back line. Trying to peel the hens, not gonna hit the knock-up onto the necessary members, and that just means the entire fight is so forced from NONGSHIM. And DK, they love when you engage into them. They just absolutely adore it. And NONGSHIM did it again.
Guys, you could have just taken the Herald. Better than that, you could have taken the massive shutdown from Lucid. It went on a Jiwoo. That was perfect. It doesn't matter that he dies. He got a big shutdown from Lucid. You could have just cut and run. You could have just left. You could have just killed. Let's just leave.
Leave.
Okay, leave. Guys, okay, you can actually leave now.
You can leave now. You can still leave.
Okay, it's too late now. Now it's too late. That's
now
the
it's
point
definitely too late.
But ultimate aiming as well to dodge the flash at you. But yeah, now it's... well, Gideon's leaving.
Yeah. Well, at least somebody got the memo eventually.
Yeah. Rift Herald's ganking!
Yoinked back into the jungle. You're like, what the hell? How did you even do that?
Rift Herald's ganking, guys. Look, he's coming.
Yeah. Well, NONGSHIM going to send a desperate Arakan here. There's Hex Gates, by the way. Just a little reminder for NONGSHIM, if they're listening. They're not. The engage comes in. They're trying to burst down Lucid. He is so tanky at this point in time. He's level 13. And he's not going to die anytime soon. The engage is paltry at best. And now Gideon's going to go down. And DK, I said it before, they can do whatever they want. They're going to continue doing whatever they want in this fight. Jiwoo, no cleanse, no anything. You see Kingen actually doing a great job here, but Featherstorm still available. And DK still going to win that 2v1.
And you know who did the most damage that fight? The Tankthian, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
How could we think any differently? Yeah, pretty dominant fight from DPLUS. No notes, really. They let NONGSHIM start the Arakan. Genius move to just...
Yeah, I don't know.
I think NONGSHIM were feeling pretty desperate, and they were like, you know what? Time for a Hail Mary play. They're doing that a lot this series, it feels like. So they try and just win that fight, but definitely lose it alive.
Well, Hen's going to do his best.
Barrel
cosplay.
Give him the kill. Oh, cowards.
Supports underrepresented.
Barrel with kills is just too powerful.
Yeah, he doesn't have any kills at the moment.
They'll save that for a game 5.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Game 5. Yeah.
If it gets to that point.
You know, I was toying with 3-0 or 3-1. I was like, DK, surely, you know, they'll have one of their for fun games. You know, NONGSHIM are a really good team. I watched the series so far, and I'm like, God, I was so dumb. Why didn't I go for 3-0? It's so obvious.
Imagine not knowing the answer beforehand, Brendan.
When you see it happen, you're like, oh, God, like, it was so obvious.
It's not over yet. Maybe NONGSHIM are just building false hope.
Yeah, I mean, game 3, there's still a chance. Lucid does take a lot of damage, but the rest of the team is just running away. Lucid?
Yeah, there is not a chance in game 2.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is Arakan buff. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to die just because he has Arakan buff, but he does have Arakan buff, so...
That's the thing.
Where is...
He's ulting in.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. What he's Tankthian. Aiming, tanking the turret. He's just going to go into his Featherstorm. Showmaker go in the opposite way. Yeah,
interesting.
About that, DK, they will have their fun.
This looks like, you know, start of LCK Cup Arakan, when teams were like, we have to int and die. We have no choice.
We must.
But there's actually, it's long respawn timers. They're still coming back. There is Hex Gates. NONGSHIM are just starting the Baron. I respect this play. The game is pretty cooked. Just send it on Baron.
The Lilia's already here.
It doesn't matter. It's all or nothing.
She was here too.
Keep sending it. Just keep sending it.
Yeah. Okay, well, they're going to try to turn on to Lucid. He actually does die. Sleep does still come through. That's a couple of kills. Double kill for the Kaisa. Okay.
Oh,
better than it could have been. They found an angle to find kills.
The global pantheon is still global. Gideon, you don't need to hit your W. Just walk away.
Okay, he's going to the Hextech Dragon. No, he's not. Trying to back here.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He's just going to TP in. It doesn't matter.
He lacks critical information.
Yeah. Well, team's here. He can clear the waves. There's no Baron buff. But we got TPs coming in, and Tankthion doesn't need you to not have cleanse. It doesn't matter. It's just, he's gonna kill you anyway.
He didn't stun you to CC you. He stunned you to proc Thimblewinter. There's a difference.
We are not the same. Showmaker is very much built different in this game. 5-0-3, a big stomp once again from DK.
You know, he built different and he is built different.
And Lucid.
Oh man. Not only do they have this global comp, but a lot of speed. And actually, Sivir Ziggs is kind of annoying to play the Ziggs into, because she has a spell shield that blocks your Qs. Not that fun. You do outrange her, but it doesn't really matter that much because she's so fast. So actually, Sivir pretty heads-up pick into the Ziggs. Kennen gonna come out, running a bit of extra AP damage, but also King and feeling confident about that into the Camille. NONGSHIM have kind of cooked with this draft. They've kind of gone out there to a decent
mid Aatrox.
Let's see. So I don't think it's Camille support. It could be. It is Camille support.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Yeah. You know,
How
I said
could we be so silly?
No, I said it right when the Camille was hovered, when she was hovering it. I'm like, you know, this could go to Shu. It could absolutely go to Beryl. Maybe even Showmaker. I don't know.
Let's be honest, any pick could go to Beryl.
He'll play whatever he wants.
He will play what he wants.
And
I think Showmaker and Beryl are just having a competition to who can outpick each other. That is my interpretation of DPLUS's drafting. It's like, Beryl's like, oh, I could Camille, and Showmaker's like, no, you could. He's like, bet. He gets his revive back thanks to Zilean.
Well, there you go. Let's jump on the rip for game 3. Game number 3.
You know what's the craziest thing about this game?
What's that?
Beryl went no skin Camille.
Why?
What does it mean?
Why?
And Fisher went no skin Galio. When you have the chicken skin? Come on, man.
I mean, that's kind of, yeah, that's out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Not allowed. Aiming going for the Arcanist Ziggs. It's just inferior to Pool Party Ziggs.
Well, Lens is here, but she taunts away.
Oh, and he dodges everything. No mana flow ban stack for you, Aiming.
Yeah. Aiming did go for the biscuits in this game. Did go for inspiration second.
Did he definitely have biscuits or just inspiration?
Maybe just inspiration.
Yeah, because I think people have been going free boots and Cosmic Insight.
Maybe from Beryl?
They both have Smite.
He's gonna get in there. He doesn't smite it away, I don't believe.
No, Lucid got the big one.
Oh, he did, I guess, yeah. Smite on cooldown. As now, flash on in, has to flash away. Beryl might just be the sacrifice. He also has to flash. First blood, given over to Gideon. Well, at least they got the big raptor. Flashing away here as well is Showmaker.
I expected nothing else from Beryl, you know?
But not later.
Yeah.
Please.
Definitely not later.
Later, if you're using our satchel offensively, they can just pull the trigger.
Yeah, this team from NONGSHIM, pretty good. Pretty good at doing that.
Yeah. Still curious about what this Aatrox is going to end up doing. I feel like into teams that go all in, you can be very strong, but the laning phase is not fun.
I think the Camille Flex would have been really cool if they picked something that would actually win. The problem is, right, it just doesn't work because of lane swaps. Because it would have been really cool if they picked something that could have just bullied Kennen out of lane, because Kennen is very good into melee tops, but like kind of struggles into range tops himself. A lot of them can out-trade him.
People.
To some extent, I kind of get it, because you're playing into like Zilean, Wukong, Camille. Like, it's hard to really get like the big ult value on them. He can just kind of sit on top of G and they both just shred anyone who comes near.
All right, 3-man dive here onto an Aatrox who has flash. Let's see if it works out. TP comes in before the paranoia, so maybe a chance, but that damage is way too much. The TP is there, but that's a Zilean. Meanwhile, we got Beryl. Nice flash as he predicts that one. Jiu just dodges that with Ghost, and he gets out. But yeah, the top side Another big win here for NONGSHIM. They even get the TP out of Showmaker.
Oh, this might be a tricky dive.
Yeah, trying to go for this one onto Jiu. That should work out. Lucid.
Ult?
No?
Question mark?
Yeah.
No, he needed to save it so he could kill Amy.
Well, now we got Galio coming in, and yeah, he's just going to die to the turret shot and ignite. So there you go. Even going to get the flash out of aiming. And now it's Fisher's turn to be everywhere. You know, he was in the top lane. He comes down. He ults the bottom lane. Okay, trying to get the one tap out of aiming. And Fisher will not be denied. And he's got a Shen on his back here, too. Lucid.
Oh, he fixed it!
Oh, no. It's a double for Fisher under the turret.
You know what? The hands you're forgiven. That is a good reason to save your ult. They get it.
I'm going for it. It's just talking about timings. Predict on the flash. He's having a good time. Meanwhile, trying to bully aiming once again.
Wait, he just smashed him.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a return to the old times. You know, we talked about the lane swap era. AP Galio lane 2, but it's beautiful. Yeah, but the thing is as well, I mean, maybe like he's gone phase rush as well, so it kind of seemed like this was his intent.
Yeah.
Because we saw a lot more like aftershock and stuff. He wants to do damage. He wants to just kill people, and you know what's crazy? Still tanky. Still tanky. That's how it goes.
Yeah. That is the way to Galio. Shu's still trying to figure out what his role is in this game. I hope it's not to face check and die. It was to face check and... Okay, it was to face check and die. That's his role in the game. It's to face check and die. I figured it out. 2 deaths now. That one goes over to Lahens, who is 2-0 and 2. And NONGSHIM are just kind of flattening them here in Game 3. Looks like they finally figured it out. Just pick 5 champions that go in, and then we can't go out.
Yeah, DPLUS flying too close to the sun. Far too close to the sun. Has the Camille support worked? Not famously. Has the flex to give top counter pick worked? Also not famous to get.
Well, Shu, this time he's not face checking a bush, but he might still be dead. And he's gonna flash and still die.
They opted into this, by the way.
Yeah, this was DK's choice.
Yeah, so not having a fun time. Zig's ult will come in, more global ultimates, or semi-global at least, to deny the push so the tower doesn't go down. But they still lost their Aatrox, who right now isn't having anyone on his team apart from his support. 0-3-0. Whereas on the other side, Kingen doesn't even look like he was in a lane swap.
And now you see they're trying to desperately do this Rift Herald, but we've got everybody joining in on the side of NONGSHIM. Did they go too far? I do wonder. 666 gold does go over to Barrel, but he will go down. Lahens, they're desperately trying to kill a Shen, and they will eventually be able to do just that. Kiting the Aatrox once again. Here is Shu and Kingen. The res going to maybe be denied here. Yeah, it's not going to come through, and NONGSHIM just waited out, take the win in the fight. And the Rift Herald did not even go their way to DK.
Ooh. Let's just ignore him for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's literally what happened. We're fighting.
We're just fighting again, and that's aiming, getting into melee range of an auto-attacking...
Hey, Barrel got the Herald.
Yeah, he did. Guess what NONGSHIM got? 3 kills. Definitely better than the Heralds. And NONGSHIM, you know, this is what I was saying with my prediction, you know, earlier on. It's a very fast Wukong, but as you mentioned, this Galio's still tanky, even building AP, and there is the follow-up. Everybody just pressing their buttons on in the fear. Gonna lock down aiming. He is done for. Lucid gets the res, but the rest of his team is dead. Shu dies. It's a 17th kill over to the side of NONGSHIM. We're looking for number 18. Might not get it this time, but I think NONGSHIM are fine either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge advantage, and NONGSHIM are doing everything they need to do with the composition. They are just diving onto aiming and killing him, and basically anyone else they see as well. This game feels pretty shut and done for NONGSHIM, and Lucid is going to execute eventually.
Will he?
Right?
Will he?
Oh, my, why did he went out of turret range?
And he went back the way that...
Whatever. It's only Shen gold, right? Right?
I mean, they're all here. They know they're all here. Want to deny an Otacon, but now they're just all in position to get dove all together. In goes Gideon. That... Guys, this comp plays itself. Press your buttons. Go in! NONGSHIM! Press your buttons and go into the enemy team. Looks like they finally are able to figure out how to do that. The res comes in, and down goes Barrel at the same time. The res doesn't matter. It's just 3 kills over to the side of NONGSHIM. They are just that far ahead.
Yeah, that did not look like a 10,000 gold lead team fight. Lehens ulted Kingen instead of the Nocturne who was flying in. Bit of a weird one, but they are very ahead. It doesn't really matter. They win the fight. They get Otacon. Lehens is taking red buff because, you know what? He deserves it.
He deserves it, yeah.
He deserves it.
The
Showmaker won it.
Fight over the red buff. Okay, the
You can get it quickly.
Oh,
Lehens got it.
Lehens got it.
Of course he did.
Deserved.
Yeah,
Deserved.
he deserved it.
Yeah.
He deserved that kill too, but unfortunately
They're keeping them around. I mean, this could be some shutdowns.
They have Otacon now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, trying to ult out of this one, and now aiming.
Where's your satchel? Where's your satchel?
He doesn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perhaps shouldn't have used it defensively.
Showmaker on the run.
Guys, you can't use the Hex Gates if you've been damaged within the last couple of seconds. This isn't new.
Oh, the sad teacup.
Hopefully Lehens takes that kill. Did you? Oh.
Okay. We'll play on a Jew. Do they have the damage? The Cyclone? Another bomb? Oh, he's too fast. Oh, the speed up.
Who's faster?
Oh, the Shen. The Shen is going to win out in the end. Lucid the fake.
Oh, he fakes it.
Fake. He wants the kill.
No,
he wants the 200 gold. And he's got to get it.
All of that for 200 gold. What is going on this game?
Massive.
Aiming.
24-3.
Another little offensive satchel. Yeah.
Well, you don't need satchel against this. It's fine. He's got a res.
It was a bait, being the satchel, so he'll...
Yes.
Yeah.
200 gold. 200 gold. Baited. Excellently done.
Wait. Wait?
Wait!
Oh, he you know what he did? He bought Trunks who just dies and then dies again. The 0718 Trunks.
No, wait. Hold that thought.
081 Aatrox. I just love how they did this Camille flex to bot lane, and both the Camille and the Aatrox are combined 1, 15, and 2.
Yeah, this is one of the worst swaps I think we've ever seen. That's for sure. I can say that with near certainty.
Teams do things, and they're like, we could do this. But have they ever stopped to consider should they do this?
Should they do it?
But I think it's less impressive. Everyone in Sun Elise, it's just a thing we've seen. It's only Barrel. By the way, he's 3 levels down on Lehens.
Yeah.
Lehens will just kill him. Look, he's actually, look how much damage he did to him.
Like, they knew they shouldn't go in there, but they're like, you know what? I'm just going to go in anyway.
No, I can guarantee Barrel is right now typing in, okay, Nocturnal at this time, Galio at this time, Shen Ignite at this with.
Yeah? 19 seconds on his death timer.
Do you know how little gold they get from killing him? Do you think he cares? He'll die when they get 300 gold. He's worth a fraction of that.
Really?
Flash for flash, right?
Yeah, you got another speed up soon.
Speed up Ziggs, make him waddle really fast.
Yeah. Okay, well...
guys, there is a Baron.
Trading flashes with Kennen?
Yeah.
Worth? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, face checking the brush. And yeah, the damage they have is just obscene at this point in time. Barrel's there as well, just to go for number 9. Lucky number 9, he says, as he falls.
You know,
down will go the Baron.
Without Hex Gates, Barrel couldn't have got back that quickly to die again. I think that's it.
He's really min-maxing his death.
He really is. Yeah. A death, so far, a death every 3 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
But actually, it's past 27 minutes, so he's falling under quota slightly.
Yeah.
If NONGSHIM end under 30 minutes and he dies one more time, he'll have beaten 3 deaths per minute. So that's your goal right now, Barrel.
I don't think it's 3 deaths per minute, by the way.
Sorry, 1 death every 3 minutes. 1 death every 3 minutes. 3 deaths per minute is impressive even for Barrel.
Yeah, it's like almost 100. They're just going to press their buttons
there he goes.
and go at them. There he goes, 1 in 10. So he's hit number 10, lucky number 10.
Yeah.
And yeah, NONGSHIM, they take advantage of DK's happy gaming, and they'll take a game down. We'll see if they can take some momentum from this and get something going.
Yeah, and Barrel manages to... If LeBlanc jumps in, one-shots your AD carry and jumps out again, Tarek is literally 0 value. If Varus just fires an arrow at your AD carry and doesn't engage, again, Tarek is low value, so... Doesn't feel like the ideal pick in this scenario. LeBlanc Viego going to come out, and we get the Aphelios for Giroud. This is another pick where, again, if DPLUS had a composition where, like, they were all diving into you,
yeah,
this would make a lot of sense. Like, NONGSHIM's comp in Game 2, or even NONGSHIM's comp in Game 3, the comp they have now would counter those very well.
Yeah.
I just think the problem with DPLUS's comp is it's very non-committal. There's a lot of poke. How are you supposed to force DPLUS to fight you? Because your engage is kind of limited to, like, streamer shuffles or Lee Sin insect kicks. I guess, like, Silas diving in.
It's Silas with the Bednar ultimate, and
the thing is, like,
sure, but
you can kill Barrel, but he kind of thrives on that. But, like, everyone else has mobility. I don't know. I don't think that
they can. Let's jump out of the rift for game number 4. Game number 4.
Yeah, if I had to use an analogy for how the draft kind of panned out, there's this game, you might have heard of it, it's called Rock, Paper, Scissors. And I feel like NONGSHIM were like, you know what? I love Rock. Rock's so good. It beats Scissors. It's so effective. And then DPLUS...
Are you making a Simpsons reference
DPLUS started drafting Paper, and NONGSHIM were like, well... You know, good old Rock always wins.
Always wins.
And it's perfect because they have the Paper Man himself in Viego.
They do.
To be fair, I don't think it's that bad. Like, this comp is definitely playable for NONGSHIM. I just think that, like, it's not... the bot lane, I just don't think does ideally into what DPLUS has picked.
Yeah, I mean, following up with the final pick of Aphelios, like, yeah, it can work with Tarek in many scenarios when there's people diving into you. Like, we've been over this, but... Yeah, here I think you're going to need a bit more to make it actually work. Gio might have to play very safe, especially if Showmaker gets fed, Electrocute buffed, right?
And his Q is such a short cooldown, it's normally not fun, but Tarek is that guy.
The flash on in, Fisher, he can't get away! It's just a solo kill, Showmaker! He's putting on a show for us on his LeBlanc. It's Lucid, though. Meanwhile, he's like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I'm just going to come in here and steal and grub.
Why did he TP in there? I'm wondering. I mean, I know why he wanted to be top, but why did he TP there specifically is what I'm wondering. I mean, clearly they want grubs.
Asserting dominance.
Yes. He wanted it, so... Don't end up doing more, but now DPLUS just... Oh.
Yeah, engaging here straight onto the Tarek, and now he's going to drop his ult, but it's a little bit too little, too late. As Lucid goes in, and now he's Tarek himself. Brings a jungler with him. Meanwhile, she was just doing the grubs for some reason.
Because he wants the grubs.
I mean, he got one.
Yeah, there you go. A lot committed to get that pick on the Lehens. King and Town going to TP in, and I think with Mega Nargon, with all those tools expended, DPLUS don't done. And it would be like a Fed Ezreal as well. Like, you could do so much staying as the Ezreal for a bit. Nope. I don't know how to play this champ. I'm out. Later.
Yeah. He had the burst damage from the ult too. You know, it's an angle.
Teemo that.
Yeah.
He needed to know.
All right, well, in terms of checking, we're doing it again. The face check comes in, and Tarek's dead again. Lehens just bully. Oh, Shu. There you go. He's got the better Gnar to go down, and that is a huge amount of execute damage coming out from Gideon there. They're not going to be able to land the stun here to the Viego. But they're certainly bullying Shu's bells. Oh, he's so dead. Wait, why is he going that way? He's just going in to die. He just got spotted. He's like, oh, I should be fine. Let me do the Raptors. Raptor from B&K.
Yeah. It was in fact Showmaker. I'm glad we got to the bottom of it. He wanted to find out. He wanted to go look and see. And he found out it was Showmaker.
They're just doing Dragon here. It's just an Ocean Drake, but we got TP coming in. And NONGSHIM, this is the right call. Just run away. Solar Flare. And they've successfully run away.
You know, Lahens, I think MEJORES would be a good buy for you. I think you should invest.
Chains coming down. Bit of damage. Gonna catch Fisher. Fisher just standing his ground. They've got inner track onto the mid lane, and they should be able to take down this turret as well.
Okay, they're actually getting stuff done.
Nicely done.
They do lose a tower on the turn, but taking a dragon, you know, stalling out the soul stacking from DPLUS. Okay, Kingan's looking for now, but Beryl is bot, and you can't say you didn't expect this because he's been bot for about 10 minutes.
Well, Kingan able to steal it once again, and now Beryl is here, but there's 4 members from NONGSHIM going up against 1 Megadar, and I think, yeah.
That was a very unnecessary flash, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And they commit so heavily towards the bot side. Now, Fisher struggling to hold on here. They do trade towers. But the Herald's going to get a second charge.
Yep.
But still, NONGSHIM making some practice plays. It's good. They're showing life. See, he pressed E and then he pressed F, which is next to each other, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
they're finding Beryl.
All right, they're going to get Beryl here. You know, they have finally done that. Now we got the Tark ultimate. Maybe some value. No, the Lee Sin just goes down. And Lucid is just going into another player as this is happening. That's another kill onto the Aphelios. No way for him to get away. The chains just go wide from Kingan, and the flash comes on in from the real Gnar to secure this fight win for the side of DK. Even a slow to come in. Another stun as well on the Kingan. And there's just no hope for him. Aiming, diving the Azir turret, but this Viego will not be stopped. And when the Viego just gets to do whatever he wants, I guess he's not Paperman after all. And Fisher gets away for now.
You know what? We were talking...
For now, I said. Oh, the chains missed.
That was a close one.
I love how the fans were like, cheering.
Respectfully.
Yes.
And then backing away.
Slowly. Banshee Veil here for Showmaker.
Yeah, so if you thought you were catching Showmaker out before, it's not happening, okay?
Yeah.
He's basically untouchable. I honestly think
it's really just for the Silas.
I honestly think it's the wrong call before, though.
He could have. But instead, he's just going to kill Gideon anyway. Because you know what? League is a 5-man game. It's a 5v5. He's got teammates. He's got aiming there, who's got three items. So the Otacon, but TP are coming in.
He lost the chakrams.
He did.
He's green-blue.
Yeah, this is maybe the worst combo.
Guys?
You don't have the damage, but he's going to use his ult onto only Beryl as well. Well, there you go. The Tark ult landed onto Lahens. He was able to get it down. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite matter here as finally they break through the Banshee Veil. Will they be able to kill Showmaker? The answer is always no. As, started up the Otacon, felt pretty desperate. DK comes up and punishes very quickly.
You know, I think I would have preferred if they just picked Smolder. Just double
18
down.
Stacks on Magi's already here for Showmaker.
Yeah, he's stacking that quickly. I guess who needs a second damage item? You can just go Banshees Magi's.
Yeah. He's just never going to lose his Magi's. They have Lucid to do the Otacon and keep it leash, so they can just dive while they get it.
I think he might have just been able to channel the recall because he had the Bloodthirster shield. I think he should have just kept channeling, but he went to... And then here, you know, Gio has...
In live.
We don't get to see it.
Yeah.
Fights are happening. I mean, D+ are low, but they do have Otacon buff.
Yeah. Might be able to get one of them, but the flash is clean, and Kingan's getting pretty low. They get the one. There is a kill, though, for Shiwu. He does pick that one up. Aiming's got no mana, so he's going to go down as well. So they pick up a decent amount of gold. Do NONGSHIM.
Showmaker's looking for more Magi stuff.
To learn from the series, I feel like.
Yeah, and D+ are, I think...
Especially in the drafting department.
Yeah, I mean, I felt this way coming out of groups.
Okay, Lucid, don't take what I said like too far out of context. You can't just do whatever you want, as maybe he can. The Tarek ultimate comes in. Beryl is tanking up so much. He's still alive, finally. They do get him. The kick is nice on a Lucid, but... Okay, that's a kill. Over to Zivu. And he picks up one. That's a shutdown.
Yeah, good amount of gold. It's a jungle for jungle, support for support trade. And pretty good from NONGSHIM. Beryl got like the 3-man stun. Yeah, a little bit reluctant.
Yeah.
There's a Gideon right there.
Well,
oh man, he can steal this.
No, they're just going to totally pull off of it. entirely pull off. The stun comes in. Perfect timing for the burst damage. Very nicely coordinated there. As finally Fisher trying to do something. And instead he's just going to Zhonya's in the face of 3 guys that can burst him down. That's the Baron. And yep, 25 stacks now for the side of Showmaker. He is just doing insane amounts of damage, and you can't get away from him. The chains land perfectly, and the Gnar is gigantic as well. DK, they want to send a message on their way out of this one. Kingen was just bot lane, hanging out, and didn't even bother to TP.
I get it. I don't think I would either. Kingen's like, you know what? It's double a limb. Live to fight another day.
Yeah.
DPLUS. Pretty decisive game. I think we knew long before the Nexus explodes which direction it was going in, but definitely. Oh, unless.
Yeah.
Well, it looked neat.
It's a lot of purple. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I think we had a goofy game 3. Credit to NONGSHIM. They had a good draft in game 3. Bounced back from a rough series, but overall, this was DPLUS showing they are definitely still the strongest team in.